connection issues right now, so hopefully we will be staying online. I am still connected to the internet. There we go, there we go. And euphoric mania, no, it doesn't really get stinky in the house about twice a day, and they do the majority of their business outside these days. So, as a pet owner, it's just your responsibility to keep track of your little pets and to make sure their environment is nice and clean. And Cyber Hoarder, thank you. There we go, there we go. And just in case, because, we occasionally have technical and we get disconnects from our pan, we have had a lovely time just talking to you all today. Normally we have a max time that we broadcast per day, so we would be ending at 2:30, but if we do get disconnected, we have had a lovely time chatting with you all. We do this broadcast every day at 12 p.m. In my profile, we have links to our YouTube channel, our Instagram, and Patreon. Thank you to our lovely Patreons, Gamers Playing, Memento Mori, Lucidity, Xanthe, Terra Birdie, and February Monster. And hopefully this upcoming week, we will be, on February Monster's behalf, be giving the chickens a special treat of a little bit of spaghetti. So that should be interesting to see the chickies eat that. There we go, there we go. And right here on my shoulder, for those of you who might have missed it, is an onagadori chicken named Kagome. The onagadori is an endangered breed of chicken from Japan. Here we have our Braveheart, our ayam cemeni chicken. And here we have our little rooster, our silkie chicken named Stormy. Oh, and the big squy. Thank you for the gold award there. Oh, lovely, lovely. Oh, and Chef Binary says chickens prefer rotini to spaghetti. Oh my, quite a jump there. My little Stormy. I guess he was done with his cuddle time. Are you done with your cuddle time now, Kagome? Oh my, oh my. And Zane Briones, we have this little play area inside for the chickens for these broadcasts, where we get a much better internet connection, and then they spend the majority of their days outside in their outdoor coop. They also sleep in here, so they're safe from predators. All right, Kagome, all right. Here. Come on. I'm making a little land bridge for Kagome there. And they want to go off, they want to play, and I think they might be a little bit hungry right now. There we go. I'm peeping from Stormy as they're looking at their food, so why don't I just give them a little bit more of crumble. Okay, guys, okay. So what we do is give them a handful of their crumble there. And then what I'm going to do is spread a little bit of their grit. And this grit has some added probiotics. So I just call them the chicken sort of flavor crystals right here. And they really have a good time just eating that. It's all organic, formulated to help them grow. There you go, guys. Lovely, lovely. And Cougar Cat 19, all of the chickens do get along very well. They have grown up side by side with each other, very used to each other. They are one cohesive little flock. Oh, there you go, guys. And we've just been kind of cuddling up with them for a good hour there. And, as a result, they wanted to stretch their little legs, have a little bit of drink of water, and eat some more food. When you have growing little chickens, they're going to be eating as much as they can because, they want to grow up big and they want to grow up strong. Another reason why we kind of end these broadcasts at 2:30 is just so we can make sure that they get enough time outside. Oh, and Zane Briones, well, I hope that you had a lovely day. And Euphoric Mania. Yeah. Watashi no Nihongo o hanashimasu. Nihongo ho hanashimasu ka? Oh. Oh dear. The chickens kind of looked at me oddly when I was using Japanese there. Oh dear, oh dear. There we go, there we go. Oh, and one up potato. No worries for the stream. It has been a joy today. Let's see. We can check on their weight right there. Yes, and a little fun fact about, Bird Ross here is that I was actually born in Tokyo, Japan. And Braveheart's weight today is 831 grams, Kagome is 690, and Stormy is 576. So there you go. So well today, so well. Lovely, lovely. Oh, and no fufro. I can still read a bit of hiragana and katakana, but I was always terrible with kanji. I was only in Japan until I was just a kid, so I never ended up learning all of my kanji. I so much prefer the romanji, so much easier to learn. Oh, and oh no, another shutter. Thank you for the It's Cute award there. And orange krill. And cleaning up of their poop is pretty easy because most of their poop, here's a good example, is actually quite solid. It has this bit, and the white bit is kind of what the equivalent of their pee is, because it's sort of the same thing for them. They kind of pee and poo at the same time. Generally speaking, they're pretty solid, so it's a pretty easy sort of just wipe job. I have wipes set up over there. I have just the brush. Just use a little bit of like water for the mop. Occasionally, if we need anything more, we'll just use something safe for the chickens on the floor, and just while they're outside playing in the lawn. And yeah, do you feel, chicken poop can occasionally be different. It depends upon what they eat. If a chicken is producing a very let's say a wet poop, and it is not solid and it's almost liquid, that can be an indicator that their diet has sort of gone awry, or they can even be having some stomach issues. So if your chicken is just producing very liquidy poops, I would see very carefully what they're eating, adjust what they're eating, and if they then continue to have poops like that, probably take them to see the vet. So the chicken that pooped on you might not have been feeling very good. And Euphoric Mania, do they do any tricks? Occasionally I can get Kagome to fly to my arm. All of the chickens are very good, just kind of settling down with me, sitting on my knee, or they're very good at just being on my shoulders. They could be lovely shoulder chickens. Oh, and do you feel so that chicken was your friend's chicken that was having the watery poops? Yeah, I would just recommend your friend to just kind of check on what his chickens are eating. Are they eating a regular crumble? Are they just eating some scraps from his house? If they are just eating scraps, he needs to be careful about the sort of food balance that they're having. Oh, and hello there, Weirdest Man. And Emily, we are here in the Nutmeg State of Connecticut. I'm here on the East Coast of the United States. And Drans the comic, no, the chickens haven't escaped. Occasionally they've kind of run around the lawn for a minute, but they've never really gone far. They're all kind of homebodies at the moment. Both Kagome and Braveheart would much prefer being inside than outside, and they kind of even whine in my ear when I bring them outside, because they really don't like it, and they love to complain to me about it. Oh, yes you do. Yes you do, little Braveheart. Oh my. What, did you want to be picked up again, Braveheart? Is that it? No, no, no. You just wanted to say hi to Dad, and you wanted to keep on eating your food. And over there, we're seeing, Stormy's kind of starting to raise his head a little again there. This sort of posture that you see is a very clear sort of rooster posture there. They stick out their breasts a bit, and then they kind of settle their head almost right on the top of where their chest is poked out. Oh, and Coco, Diaco, your chicken had your wing bitten off by a possum. Oh dear, oh dear. But you took her to a vet for the wound to get sutured. She lost her wing, but she was fine after. Oh, well, that's lovely. I'm glad that your chicken recovered from that really bad attack there. And Cougar Cat 19, yeah, they do drink water. Right here is their water vessel. What they do is they just go down there to the little trough, and they kind of get a little beak full of water, and then they put their heads back. There we go, there we go. Anirudh, Dasari, do they shed a lot? So you can get a bunch of feathers coming off the chickens. They pull them out naturally through the preening process, and as a result you could end up with lots of little feathers around when you're cleaning up. Here's just a couple that I've pulled up here. And as a result, you can either just throw them away, or if you're a crafty person, you can just make a few things out of them. I know Lauren's planning on making maybe a few little dream catchers from some of the chicken's feathers that have come out. There we go. Are you guys planning on hanging out up here again? And right about now, they know this is their regular time to go out and to the little coop there. So I think they might be starting to get a little bit anxious to go out into the sun. There we go. Now, if I attempt to go out now while the stream is still going, I will likely be disconnected when I'm trying to go out of the garage. But if Kagome is a little bit fussy still, in about 10 minutes, I might attempt it. Because occasionally, chickens can get a little bit anxious as well. They are creatures of habit. If you do something with them every day around a similar time, they'll start to expect it. And if you don't follow their schedule, they will let you know it. And Coco Kitty Cat 1, do they like to eat your food? And sushi de carne, yeah, the 9 more minutes that I was planning for this part did turn out to be a bit longer than I expected. You know, I saw so many new people flooding in for a while, and I felt a little bit guilty to just be kind of leaving right as they were joining. There we go, there we go. And Anirudh Dasari, how do they show love to their humans? So they can show love by coming up to you, jumping on you, and then cuddling up next to you. You know, they'll really love pets. They love just the warmth of a lap, and they'll just relax next to you. They'll just show you that to them you're a member of their flock. They can even show you a bit of love by just kind of preening your hair as well. And Masta, yes, chickens do have a bit of a sense of time. Like in traditional media, roosters are kind of notorious about that for the start of the day. So if they have a regular time that they get their food, that they, get let out to play, if you go against that, they'll get a little bit anxious as a result. So it's nice to keep them on a schedule. There we go. And we see little Stormy there focusing on his fuzzy little feet, which have gotten quite nice and dramatic there. He's gotten a few longer feathers there on his feet. Oh, lovely, lovely. And a bit more preening. They seem to have settled down a bit. I mean, we did kind of play with them for quite a while. And Anirudh Dasari, do you have any baby chickens? Not since these guys were babies. They're 92 days old now, so they are halfway to their own egg-laying age. But once they get to that point, we might be seeing a few hybrid chickens. So we might get our flock to be a bit bigger. And any of those hybrids would be a combination of our little Stormy here, and then one of these two girls. And just as a fun little fact for you guys, our little Stormy here has hyperpigmentation just like Braveheart. Stormy's skin, organs, muscles, and even bones are all black like Braveheart's. And so any babies that these two have together will most likely have hyperpigmentation. And Cougar Cat 19, we have a very small flock because it's just these 3 chickens. So our area for our size of a lot, we can have a maximum of 8 chickens. So the most chickens we can have are 8 chickens, which means 5 more chickens would be the max. Oh, and I think Kagome is here to do her daily sort of sand bath. She likes kind of playing in the sand. She fluffs up her feathers and then puts sand everywhere. And Stormy's trying to sort out the blanket there. Oh my, oh my. Oh, and hello again there, Luna, 17134. And Kagome, are you trying to help our little Stormy there? Yeah, are you going to sort out the blanket? Oh dear, oh dear. And Anirudh Dasari. We have our YouTube channel called Watching Chickies, which I have started a series called Richard Reads, in which I have started to read from some public domain works. So if you're interested in hearing me do some readings, I've started to read from the book called Japanese Fairy Tales by Yae Theodora Ozaki. And we are updating that series every Saturday. And I think those episodes are each around like 20 minutes to about half an hour. So they can be interesting little listens we have about 3 episodes up. And yeah, Drans the Comic, some people call me Rich, some people have called me Rick. Most people do end up just calling me Richard. I'm not sure if that's because of my British background or not. There we go. Oh, hello, Braveheart. Right up to Dad. What, did you want to get picked up? Oh, no? No, you just wanted to say hi? Oh, my. Well, I'll let you just walk around. Oh, and Cougar Cat 19, well, thank you for that sentiment. You know, at this point, I would just be happy continuing to do these streams and just chatting with you guys. My day job is as a professional background actor. I am a member of SAG-AFTRA, and you know, I've just made a living being in the background of a lot of television shows and movies and stuff, which can be a fun experience. You get television is produced. You can see how seconds done. Oh, and Sushi DeCarlo. DeCarne, I have your brother's name, but he is Ricardo. And I took Spanish for about 12 years. Yeah, I was always Ricardo right there. I always found it funny that they needed to always give us Spanish names when we took the class. Oh, and Cougar Cat 19, you know, props can be dangerous when you're filming. There had one time when I was filming in New York City. We were actually filming in Times Square. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning, and we were having a scene where we had about 250 background actors in the scene, and the actual camera was being moved around very quickly throughout the scene, and they weren't really watching where they were going, and I got completely just barreled over by the camera itself and just went flying. Oh my. Thankfully I didn't get hurt, but that was quite the experience there. You know, I was listening to the director's comments on what I should be doing, but you know, when you're in a job like that, you always need to keep one eye out, because really paying attention to where the background actors are going. And hello there. And Drans the Comic. I haven't really done much in the way of voice acting before. I used to work for a company at one point that did a bunch of voice acting and did a lot of stuff for captioning services. That was a very interesting part of my life. I once did a little bit of voice acting for a mod for Fallout 3. It wasn't a big mod or anything. It was a radio station mod called Talk Thing with Croc, in which I played a super mutant that had started a radio station. And I was told years later that our idea for our mod was kind of stolen and put into, which I found quite funny. You could actually still look it up if you want. I think somebody put up samples of the actual radio station, and that was, I'll put it, you know, just for you guys here with me, live right now. If you want to look it up, Talk Thing with Croc. And that was a fun little project. There we go, there we go. So I've tried playing music to them for a few times, and they've mostly just been kind of startled by that. I haven't really found a music that they really enjoy yet, so that's going to be a bit of a process there. Oh, and I think I was just bombed by a Braveheart there, who managed to miss most of me. But yep, she just got my shoe. Oh dear, well, it's going to be time for a Lysol wipe there, my little Braveheart. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, come here, Braveheart. I can't stay mad at you. You didn't mean to poo on my shoe. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, you're just a happy chicken who wanted to get a few lovely pets from Dad. Stormy is having fun, kicking at his food, and just having a little bite to eat. Oh, and Cam, we might try to play a little bit of Beethoven for the chickens in the future. Maybe a bit of classical music. Hearts. I can just leave a little radio playing down here or outside at their coop and see if they enjoy that. Oh, and we're getting Stormy trying to flex for Kagome again. Oh God, the awkward stand. Oh my. Well, you can try again later, Stormy. You can try again later. And Icarus Nar. Technically my day job is as a background actor, though most of that has kind of dried up. We have started to see some productions start up again in New York. Hopefully, I'll start to get a few more jobs soon. It would be lovely if I could do this as a job. That would be a little dream come true. But at the moment, I still kind of need to pay the bills. So if any background acting jobs pop up, I need to kind of take them. Oh, and Stormy's just kind of reverted to a little ball of fluff there. He tried to kind of flex for Kagome to show his little rooster nature, but it all just kind of collapsed on him. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, it's okay, Stormy. It's okay. You're gonna win over both of the girls eventually. You're gonna be the most eligible little bachelor of the whole flock. Yeah, what do you think, Braveheart? Is Stormy gonna be the father of your babies? And she's just looking at me like, what are you talking about, Dad? Stormy is just a little ball of fluff, and he could never be a dad. Oh dear, oh dear. You just want more scritches, that's it. Dad's talking nonsense, but you don't care as long as you are getting pet. There we go. There we go. Oh, it's lovely just to see a little animal like this just enjoy themselves and have a lovely time. And it has been lovely just spending all of this time with you guys. Originally, this was only going to be an extra 6 minutes to wrap up the day, but instead, we've gone on for so much longer. And I'm glad to have spent all of this time with you all, but it seems that my voice feels a little bit strained right now, so I think I'm going to be taking these little chicks out to have a lovely time in the fun and the sun. So thank you all for joining us today and watching these little chickies. If you want to check out more of this content, feel free to check out the links in my profile for watching Chickies. We have all of these streams uploaded there. We have a few bonus videos. We have my Richard Reed series, links to our Instagram and our Patreon. Thank you to our lovely Patreons: Gamers Plane, Memento Mori, Lucidity, Xanthe, Terror Birdie, and February Monster. This next week, we will be giving the chickens February Monster's treat of spaghetti when she decides what day she wants us to give the little chicks the treat. And we are getting multicolor little headbands for Stormy to keep his feathers out of his eyes. And we've made the decision because we're going to have multiple colors. I'll send a message out to all of our Patreons. It is our Patreons that will decide week by week what color headband Stormy will wear. So I think that's a lovely little perk there. And yeah, thank you all for joining us today, and we will be back tomorrow starting at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So from our lovely little hen here, Braveheart, our ayam cemeni, our lovely energetic little hen there, Kagome, our onagadori, and then our little Stormy, our little rooster, our little silkie. We all wish you a very happy and lovely day, and we hope to see all of you again really soon. All right, guys, have a lovely day, and bye-bye.